Nike, Adidas, and other footwear brands have sent a letter to President Trump about tariffs. A Levi's and Jordan 3 collab set for 2026. And the Jordan 4 Undefeated has now been pushed back. Let's dive into this week's sneaker news. All right, guys, so the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America sent out a letter to President Trump on the 29th. And basically, they're pleading to Trump to exempt sneakers and footwear from some heavy-hitting reciprocal tariffs. Why? Because it's about to get bad for the industry, especially for the everyday consumer like us. They say that the U.S. government already hit shoes with a high tariff, talking about 20%, 37.5%, and even over 150% on some kicks before these new tariffs even get added in. And now with the reciprocal tariffs coming in, some brands might be looking at paying up to 220% to get shoes into the country. And I know that's insane. The letter goes a little bit more deeper, and this is not like just hurting Nike and Adidas. It's also hitting some of the small businesses out there and manufacturers, more importantly, U.S. consumers like us, because those tariffs, the brands will try to take some of that, but they're not gonna be able to take all of it. So with that said, majority of it comes to us. And remember, we always make these jokes that these shoes cost $5 to make. Well, now we know that they may cost $5 to make, but by the time they get hit here with all the tariffs, that's where it ends up becoming a $5 sneaker to a $150 sneaker. Now, in here, they also talk about people that are spending $30 to $50 on sneakers. That, I don't know what specific brands they're speaking about, maybe Skechers or something of that nature, because I know the Jordans that we buy, the Adidas that we buy, I mean, there are some $50s and $30 here and there, but that's very, very rare. They also talk about the fact that bringing these tariffs in won't magically bring back sneaker factories to the US because it takes years of investment into the infrastructure, machinery, and planning just to do that. So it's not going to be creating more jobs, but just instead creating more expenses. Another thing I didn't know about, but that the sneaker industry itself has been paying some of the highest tariffs that there have been in the country for the past 100 years. And this still hasn't even helped boost the US economy into bringing more of those jobs back. In fact, domesticated sneakers and goods have actually went down even more. Tariffs just hit the register, not the factory floor. So yeah, man, this letter is pretty real, and it shows that even the biggest brands out here are feeling it, from your Nikes and Adidas. And I know that we go at them all the time because of what they're making and the profits that they're making. But at the end of the day, it's going to be passed on to us, if anything. And if Trump doesn't make an exception on this, we're going to be looking at even more higher retail prices on some of these shoes and even less affordable options. And the smaller brands out there taking a hit to the point where they might even have to shut down production. So I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on this one down below in the comment section. This is pretty big. I'm not gonna lie, I do think that Trump will figure out something for the sneaker industry, because it's not like other industries where you could just bring the jobs back. But at the same time, I mean, Apple and them, they're gonna have to do the same exact thing, or we're gonna be spending thousands more on these phones and whatnot. We'll have to see, man. Because Trump, didn't you make some sneakers, and when they were made in China, I feel like those were not made in America, those shoes. So you better figure something out, bro. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys check out the link down below and sign up to Whatnot. Whatnot is a live streaming shopping app where you can buy, sell, and auction literally anything. It's a great way to connect with me and support the channel, get great deals that you won't find anywhere, as well as your opportunity to win a free pair of Jordan 11 Low Breads. Yes, you heard it here. I'm gonna be going live this upcoming Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be selling tons of heat, sneakers, clothing, as well as giving away a pair of Jordan 11 Low Breads, as well as some other free items out there as well. So use my link down below in the description and sign up, and you'll get a $15 credit that you can use anywhere on the app after making your first purchase. So if you buy a pair of socks that I will be putting out there for 15 bucks, you'll get $15 right back on the app and pretty much get the socks for free. So use that link down below in the description, sign up, and I'll see y'all over there. And bookmark all the rest of my shows, because there'll be plenty more giveaways and deals for all you guys out there. First things first, guys, we have official images of the Nike Air Force One Dirty Triple White. Now, this is something different. These are Air Force Ones that come dirty, that over time, as you wear them more, they turn white. So Nike's made a meme shoe, if you ask me. You feel me? It's a meme shoe at the end of the day. $130. There's been some videos floating around of these actually as well, people cleaning them up. They come like this, okay, but you're only scratching the surface. Here's the Nike Air Force One dirty triple white. The more you wear it, the more beautiful it becomes. It's that simple. It's black and white. You put a toothbrush in there too, just in case you want to take things into your own hands and do your thing. Make these Air Force Ones your personal time machine. Dirty triple white and triple black drop on May 7th exclusively on Sneakers US. So I've been seeing some people actually rock these already and get these in hand, and let me see if I can find a video.
The newer they look. Hold on.
So this is an individual, man. Salutes to Ryan Silver. He's reacting to the video just like we are, but you could see obviously these are gonna how they're gonna come. They're gonna come dirty. And this is like I said, this is a meme shoe at the end of the day for me. Now, what I did see after the guy like was scrubbing them, they didn't really get that much like white, bro. They didn't get like extremely white. So I don't really see the cleanliness out of it. Obviously, these are the, I don't want to make this like a race thing, but we do know that there is a certain skin complexion that likes to wear these Air Force Ones into the ground like that. So it's kind of a meme shoe that has now become a real shoe. With that said, I think these will probably do fairly well. The black ones look nice. I can't lie. I don't really get what the triple black is. I don't know, but I like these. I need a black pair of Air Force Ones. I ain't gonna lie. It's about that time. It's getting rough out here in the economy as well. So it's about that time that I might need to put some Air Force One blacks on to get busy. You feel me? Next up, guys, we have the Levi's Air Jordan 3 releasing in 2026. Now, we do know that there has been two, as far as I can remember, Levi collaborations with Jordan brand, and those were two on the Jordan 4. My bad. There's been more. This is the Jordan 1 I forgot about. So they've been around for quite some time. Let me just shut the hell up. This is a brief history of the Levi's and Jordan. So two institutes of American clothing and fashion kickstarted way back in 2008, celebrating the iconic success with the Jordan 1 and Levi's 501 denim. Forgive me, guys. 2008, I was a junior in high school, and I was buying sneakers, but I did not have the bread to buy this one in particular, especially at $395 and limited it to 23 pairs globally. But this was the first collaboration that had dropped, Levi's and Jordan. Then these came, and I'm off even more. I forgot about the white one. So there's been like 4. So this was the first one that dropped from the 4 collection, 2018, which was very, very nice. I think Bull might have got these. I didn't hit on these, but I did hit on the black pair, and I recently sold them. I just never ended up wearing them. They're like, I think that like denim shoes are fire. You just got to have the right type of jean or khaki to rock it with, because it's like wearing, like me personally, I ain't gonna lie, I've been trying to stray away from being matchy, but like a denim jean jacket going with some denim pants, you gotta have that full on, like it's got the jeans color gotta match, or you wear the denim jean jacket with some khakis, you feel me, and you'll be good to go. I just never really found myself rocking these. They're fire, I like them, but I just never found myself rocking these. But 2018, you had the regular denim, and then I don't know if these all came out the same year. That part I cannot remember. Then I remember these joints. All of these though are clean, man. All of these were clean. There were special editions that came with like the blank Levi branding and all that. You could find the tag. There was some tags that didn't have any. It was like a blank Levi, but it was like the tag. They were a little bit more special. It was an overall dope collaboration. So apparently you're going to be bringing these out though in 2026. So next year for the Jordan 3. And I think that this is going to be a pretty dope release if they do it correctly. They need to do it like this. Let's keep it like that. I don't know what they do on the tongue. Maybe you do something a little bit different, but I'm all for it. And I might grab them. We got the Jordan 5 Fire Red with the black tongue is its most accurate retro to date. We hear that all the time when it comes to Jordan brand. The most accurate, the most closest, the closest rendition. We're hearing about that, the Jordan 4, right? White cement. But they're saying that these are going to be as close as possible to the original. The last time these actually dropped was in 2013, I want to say, because I had the pair, and that was like right when I started doing sneaker content, sneaker YouTube. I don't think, of course, I didn't have the Nike on the back. It was a Jordan Jumpman, but it was the black tongue. They are, I think I might have gotten rid of them by now, but I did have these. These are definitely clean, dope. I still got my other Fire Reds, the 3M silver tongue joints, which I don't wear enough. But even here, this picture, I don't know if this looks like a, let me see real quick, guys. Because I want to say, like, this picture, the tongue or the toe box looks like the toe box of the late 2000s, the late 2010s. As you can see that this toe box curves up, where the newer version, the toe box stops like right around here. So I don't know if these are Jordan 5 Retro Gold. I don't know. At the same time, these things look clean as hell to the point where it's like, I'm a little unsure if these are like super clean for me to think that these are an older pair or an older picture. The picture quality looks good. So these kind of look like what these might end up looking like. Okay, so we got Sneaker Bar Detroit right here. Let's look. This is an older picture and it's curving up. See, like, this is my issue. See, if this is the original look and shape and rendition as close as possible, cool. Look how that toe box curves like that, right? And this picture they look pretty spot on. And this is another picture. Look at this toe box and how it curves. I'm cool with that. I actually think this looks better. But people were telling me for the longest that the newer 5s, the shape, like I remember I used to get into it with people about this. Look at this toe box. That is nothing like that. And I remember when I used to not really like this toe box because of how it didn't curve. It was like cut off, and you could obviously, this goes way further up, bro. Look, this is my picture. I think this is me. Is this me? Oh, that's Seth Fowler. Damn, Seth, where am I at then? Seth goddamn took over on me. Did I do a review? Oh, this is me. Okay, it got a little curve, but you know, it ain't the same, bro. Like, this one's going up on the top of the toes, man. This one's at the actual toenail. And I remember, like, I was like, yo, the toe box was off, and people was like, nah, this is it, Tony. This is the thing. So I was like, all right, cool. I mean, if this is it, then cool. This toe box is a little funky too, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's me, definitely. With that said, these look nice. The toe box, the shape, everything looks good, bro. I'm going to 2015s just to check them out. Cause like, okay, I own these. This toe box looks like, this is me, like right here. This toe box looks closer to this than what was coming out in 2025 that they were saying was the closer version back then. So, man, I got to start just making, like, I listen. I'm a listener. I don't always have to fight and be right. But, and I'll be like, all right, bet. Y'all got it. Like, and I'll take it in. And, bro, these look way, the 2015s, the toe box shape looks way closer to this than what was coming out when these were dropping like this. And people were trying to tell me this is closer. This was the OG. This don't look nothing like this at all, bro. The curve on the way it sits on the top sits on the top. This one sits flush. It's flush. Lined up point is flush. It don't curve on top of it. I'm sorry. I'm going on in this, but the thing is that I remember people fighting and arguing and correcting and people. Bro. These are fire though, bro. My bad. September 13th, $210 is the price point. This is definitely a cop added to the collection for me, man. Next up, we got the Awake New York Jordan 5 Racer Blue. So we do know they've been dropping the pink version. There's a black and blue version. These look, I ain't gonna lie, these are like little baby feet, like some GS, more like a GS. I mean, they look clean. I'm not a big, the leather does look pretty good, but it's a little creasy looking. I don't know. I like the pink ones a little bit more, but I like what Awake's been doing. You know, they've been doing some things for a minute now. The Jordan 1, or the airships, my bad, they had. Now these, and how they, you know, messed with the 5s and got the A on the side. I could rock with it, but I do think I like the pink version a little bit more. Next up, we have the Undefeated Jordan 4 release. They postponed until August. And once again, we have some pictures here. Now, we talked about these last time because we saw some pictures. I think it was these, man. It was one of it might have been these where the colors just looked super faded. Like, it just looked extremely faded. Even here, yeah, it still looks extremely faded. This one looks a little faded, and I'm not going to try to say it's any different. I think it's the same exact shoe. I just remember them being a little bit darker than that, a little bit more saturated for the most part. But push back to August 2025. It is what it is on that. These are instant comp though, and there'll be two versions. Remember, two versions, like a special edition undefeated only version and the GS or the GR version that will still probably be hard as hell to get your hands on, but keep that in mind as well. Now, as far as this week goes, we do have a pretty big week in sneakers, as you can see. First things first, we have the Nike A1 Pink Fury. Retail price point on these are gonna be $110, and then there's one right here for $90. I don't know if this is like a GS colorway. I've seen these already, the A1, and then I've also seen like a black and pink version as well. I like the overall shape and look, and all these they're pretty fire for the most part, so I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Then we have the New Balance 2010 Dockside releasing on May 7th, alongside with the Smoke and Mirrors pack of the dirty triple whites and dirty the triple blacks and all that. And then we also have the Dion Sanders DT Max 96 Love Letter to Connie. Now, we talked a little bit about these. This was, of course, that shoe dedicated to Dion Sanders' mother, and these are 170. From what I'm starting to see, man, these might be a little bit harder to get than you think. These might be a little bit more limited than the typical DT Maxes that we see usually. So just keep that in mind. I'm not telling you to go crazy and go all out, but it may be a little bit tougher to get hands on. So just be on the lookout. I know Soul Play will be doing an EQL on it and not a first come, first serve, and that means a lot. So stay tuned. Next up, we have the Air Force One Escape, May 8th. This is an OG classic being brought back. Zion 4 Daisy Flowers and the Willie Chervaria Adidas Jabbar Low. So these actually, I think, came out back in like 2002. Now, for the most part, like as an older sneakerhead and collector, you'd be like, oh snaps, like let me get up on this. May 8th, 150. But we've seen how a lot of the classics that have been brought back, just like the Air Force One linens, are going on sale. You know, I think I saw the linens going for 20-25% off real recently. So keep that in mind. And if you want to know about those, I probably can start linking. I'm gonna start doing some more sales. I got some dope video ideas coming in the near future for you guys and girls, but they're bringing these back very close to the originals from 2002. And I would say, yeah, if you were somebody that really wants to get your hands on these, you might want to take your time and see the market, because you might be able to get them for below retail. So keep that in mind. The Nike SB Dunk Low Rodeo finally gets a release date on May 9th. We got the Sakai Nike Zegamadone SNS sneakers and stuff, Adidas GT2, and then the Puma La France Butterflies. So we've been waiting on these for quite some time. Like, this is like the Black Cowboy. I thought these would have dropped, during Black History Month. It seems as if maybe there was a delay, or maybe they just decided to not do it. But there's a whole storyline, a whole type of story behind these sneakers and the Black Cowboys and how prominent they were and not talked about as much. And this plays tribute to it, and from what was being put out there. Now it's called the Turmoline, or aka the Nike Dunk Rodeo. Obviously these colors are stupid, man. They're sick, clean, very nice. But SBs, they just I'm never able to get my hands on them. But we're actually getting a release date on May 9th, and $135 will be the retail price point. These are clean though, bro. So it's inspired by the legacy of Black Cowboys and ranchers. The Nike SB Dunk Low Rodeo mixes history with heat. Mint green suede lays the base, while brown leather and orange piping rope and those cowboy vibes. Embroidered designs mimic boot stitch patterns, while rope lay style round things out with the lasso on payday. So nice. And of course, man, last but not least, we have the Jordan 1 UNC Reimagined dropping on the 10th. Adidas Harden 9 Ice Metallic, and always shoes Adidas Pro Model ADV. Man, I actually had this Adidas Pro Model back in high school. Used to rock the hell out of it. But of course, the Jordan 1 UNC, the review is live on this channel. Go and check it out. Definitely going to be one of the big releases of this month. Could potentially be some top 10s list for people out there this year. Maybe even mine. I can't talk too fast on this one, but I don't see why not. But this definitely is going to be a big one. I think that this was really, believe it or not, I think the hype or the talk on this has kind of went down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to affect its performance. But I do think now, as we gotten closer, the excitement, and when I use the word hype, I don't care about hype beasts or how much it retails or resells or what the hell you guys think about it. I'm gonna cop a shoe whether I like it or not, but I utilize the term hype to utilize how the excitement, the joy, how hyper I am, how hype I am, how turned up I am about getting this shoe in my possession, which I already have. But the overall talk and speculation, the overall excitement, the overall enjoyment, because I don't talk about hype as in the terms of, can you flip it for $300, $400? I'm a sneaker guy. I sell my own stuff, but I don't sell sneakers. But with that said, I think that the talk about this has kind of died down a little bit, because I think this is a big shoe at the end of the day, but people are already, focused on the shit that's coming out months down the road now, Jordan 5s or the Jordan 4s. But these are definitely dope, definitely nice. Go check out the full-on review, because this is going to be the shoe of the month, in my opinion. But we'll just have to wait and see. All right, y'all. So let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.